Today I will be demonstrating how to properly return an athlete to play after sustaining a diagnosed concussion. I will demonstrate how to use the SCAT-5 assessment tool to determine if the athlete is ready to begin the return to play stepwise protocol. The guidelines for the athlete to begin the return to play is being symptoms-free for 24 hours, being cleared by a team physician to begin the return to play steps, and lastly, the SCAT-5 testing and impact testing are both deemed back to baseline, which can be determined by the sports medicine staff and the attending team physician. Since this is a return to baseline, you can start with step 2 of the SCAT-5, which is symptoms evaluation. Please read the paragraph under step 2 aloud so I can hear you, and then complete the symptoms scale. Rate your symptoms, 0 being no symptoms at all, and 6 being most severe. Go ahead.
The athlete should be given the symptom form and asked to read this instruction paragraph out loud and complete the symptom scale. For the baseline assessment, the athlete should rate his symptoms based on how he typically feels. And for the post-injury assessment, the athlete should rate their symptoms at this point in time. Please check. Headache, 0. Pressure in head, 0. Neck pain, 0. Nausea or vomiting, 0. Dizziness, 0. Blurred vision, 0. Balance problem, 0. Sensitive to light, 0. Sensitive to noise, 0. Feeling slowed down, 0. Feeling like in a fog, 0. Don't feel right, 0. Difficulty concentrating, 0. Difficulty remembering, 0. Fatigue or low energy, 0. Confusion, 0. Drowsiness, 0. More emotional, 0. Irritability, 0. Sadness, 0. Nervous, 0. Trouble falling asleep.
Make sure to ask if symptoms get worse with physical or mental activity, and if 100% is feeling perfectly normal, what percent does that athlete feel at that time? All right, next is the cognitive screening, so please answer the questions to your best ability. What month is it?
June.
What's the date today?
The 9th.
Day of the week?
Sunday.
What year?
2019.
About what time is it right now?
9 o'clock at night.
All right. So I'm going to test your memory now. I will read you a list of words, and when I'm done, you may repeat as many words back to me as you can remember in any order. So for trials 2 and 3, I'm going to repeat the same list again. Ready?
Yes.
Finger, penny, blanket, lemon, insect.
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 Good. Next is concentration. So what you're going to do is you're going to read the athlete a string of numbers, and the athlete is to repeat them back to you in the reverse order you set them. So if you say 1, 2, 3, the athlete is to say 3, 2, 1. If they answer it correctly, you're going to circle Y on the sheet and go to the next string length. If the athlete answers it incorrectly, you're going to circle no on the sheet for the first string length, and then you can go ahead and read trial 2 of the same string length. The digits are supposed to be read at 1 per second. 1, 4, 2.
4, 1, 2.
6, 5, 8.
8, 5, 6.
6, 8, 3, 1.
1, 3, 8, 6.
4, 9, 1, 5. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the months to me in reverse order, starting with December.
Okay.
Go ahead.
December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April, March, February, January.
The first part of the neurological screen is making sure the patient can read aloud. This was done with the symptoms checklist in the beginning with step 2. The next step of the neurological screen is making sure the patient has full range of pain-free, passive, and active cervical spine movement. The next 2 steps involve the athlete without moving their head or neck, looking side to side and up and down without double vision, and performing the finger-to-nose coordination test normally. The last step of the neurological screen is having the athlete perform a tandem gait normally. This is having the athlete go heel to toe across a 38 millimeter line for 3 meters as fast as they can. There are two testing surfaces, the hard ground and the foam pad. The purpose of the foam pad is to create an unstable surface and a more challenging balance task. Each balance test will be 20 seconds long and is scored by the number of errors you make. You'll have 3 different stances, one trial done on hard floor and the other done on a foam pad. Your eyes will be closed for all 6 balance tests, so remind your athletes if they feel as though they are falling, they are to open their eyes and regain their balance. Errors are counted if you take your hands off your hips, open your eyes, step or stumble, move your hip into more than 30 degrees of abduction, lifting your forefoot or heel, and remaining out of test position for more than 5 seconds. This is an example of errors you may see. The delayed recall should be performed after 5 minutes have elapsed since the end of the immediate recall section.
I gave you previously.
Finger, penny, lemon, blanket, insect.
Make sure to score accordingly for the Step 6 decision-making box based off the numbers from the exam. The sports medicine staff, along with the team physician, should compare the athlete's baseline to this SCAT-5 to determine if the athlete is ready to begin the return-to-play stepwise protocol. Once the athlete has been symptom-free for 24 hours, completed a new full SCAT-5, and is cleared by the team physician, they may begin the return-to-play stepwise protocol. There are 5 steps in the return to play, and a minimum of 24 hours is recommended between each step. Step 1. Light aerobic exercise. Step 1 is designed to reintroduce an increased intensity. This can include walking or stationary biking at no resistance. The main goal is to keep an intensity of under 70% of the athlete's predicted max heart rate. You can determine the athlete's maximum heart rate by the equation, 220 minus their age. That number can then be multiplied by 0.70 to attain what 70% of the max heart rate is. The athlete is to bike at less than or equal to 70% of their max heart rate for about 10 minutes, take a 10-minute break, and then begin biking again for another 10 minutes. I like to have my athletes keep their RPMs between 100 and 110. Step 1 lasts for about 20 to 30 minutes. Step 2, sport-specific exercise. This step involves drills and sport-specific activities without other players involved. This step is designed again to keep their heart rate increased. Some examples of sport-specific exercises are provided and include cone drills, running, jumping, ladders, and ball handling. For step 2, I also like to incorporate a pressure change for the athletes, such as having them perform burpees. Step 3, non-contact training drills. This step involves more complex training drills, such as passing a ball, dribbling a ball, and ball handling. This step adds a cognitive load and coordination, putting some strenuous activity on the brain. At this step, athletes may begin resistance training in the weight room as well, as long as no symptoms arise. Step 4, full contact practice. This step is designed to have the athlete restore their full confidence and assess their functional skills. We recommend the athlete to wear a red shirt to remind others that they are still participating in the return to play protocol. The last step, step 5, return to full play. The athlete is now able to return to normal activities without modification. Again, after completing all return to play steps, the athlete is to follow up with the physician who will then make the ultimate decision to return the athlete based on all the factors we have previously demonstrated. Now remember, if an athlete starts to experience any concussion-related symptoms during the stepwise approach, the athlete should drop back to the previous asymptomatic level and attempt to progress again after being symptom-free for 24 hours. Also, after every step, the athlete is to fill out a symptoms checklist until they have completed step 5, which is the full return to play.